Students, now here I am going to describe you the superclass Pisces. It is most important superclass of phylum Chordata, subphylum Vertebrata, division Gnathostomata. In previous video lecture I have told you the superclass Pisces and superclass Tetrapoda are two different superclasses of division Gnathostomata. Division Gnathostomata means all those organisms in which jaw present. So the first features of superclass Pisces is there has a jaw. But keep in mind, Pisces are actually called as group of fishes, and each character that I will assign you will be the true characters of fishes. Before superclass Pisces, you have listened the different naming of fishes like starfish, devilfish, silverfish, but they all are actually not a true fish. So if a question appeared regarding the true fish, then only the member belong to superclass Pisces will be the actual fish, and apart from the superclass Pisces, except superclass Pisces, there is a no true fish, but there has a name of fishes. As you all know, the starfish, the common name of Asterias rubens, belong to Echinodermata. So animal that belong to superclass Pisces will actual termed as the fishes, means the features or the characteristic that are present in the superclass Pisces will be the actual features of fishes, and rest one is not a true fish. So let I describe you the first of all the important characteristics that fishes adopt in aquatic habitat. So let we begin the common features of fishes. Common features of fishes. It may be asked as the silent features. So you should in your mind you should keep in your mind that is silent features or the common features will be the similar as like the as respect for the fishes. So one by one I will explain you regarding the all silent features and all common features for all kinds of fishes. Now back to the first, keep in mind all fishes are aquatic, that is all are aquatic. So the concept regarding fishes, they all are aquatic. No fishes is still they all are, that is they are going on terrestrial, that is they keep their lifespan on the terrestrial habitat. They never comes return back on earth. They are actually live in the water, maybe the marine water or maybe the fresh water. Later I will discuss about the fishes. Jaw present. Why? Listen carefully, because they belong to group Gnathostomata. Third one, streamline body. Streamline body means, listen carefully, the shape of body that help to tolerate the friction of liquid or air. Means the shape of body is the ship, and fishes are actually similar. It means anterior and posterior side are modified to move freely in water without any friction. Means if the fishes are as like this, then what happen? At the time of movement in water, there is a cause of water current stroke over the anterior part. It means they hardly move in the water. So God made the fishes as like the streamline body. This kinds of body structure is known as streamline body. So how streamline body help to fishes to adopt the aquatic habitat? Because streamline body works against the friction of liquid. A similar streamline body found in the class Aves, that is group of birds. But you should keep in mind we are only here the all about structure of fishes. Now the fourth one is presence of gills. It is the common features in the fishes. As you all know, the cyclostomate, which are not fishes having the gills, but the gills are in the fishes, may have the operculum, or may not. Means, as you all know, when you see carefully a fishes, then at the region of their lateral side there is a gills, and gills has a cap like structure, has an envelope. That envelope either may open or close regularly as per the breathing rate in fishes. That actually called as operculum. Operculum may be present or absent. Later I will explain as according to the different group of fishes. Now back to the next. The scales are present. This was not present in previous cyclostomate. Scale means when you carefully visit the near to the slaughter area, there is actually the place where fishes are regularly kept to cut and delivered to the respective homes and for the selling and for the marketing purpose. Then you can clearly see there is a scale, there is a plastic like appearance found over all the body parts. This plastic like appearance actually encode the fishes in order to prevent the harmful chemical present in water. It means the scales help to fishes in order to prevent the harmful chemicals and also prevent the water concentration to the body. It means the body never harm even when presence of the scale. This is the scale, and that scale is common in all kinds of fishes. The fishes either the marine or fishes either the freshwater. So what are the scale? Scale is the protective organs that help to fishes from the harmful activity, from the harmful chemicals of the water. So this is the characteristic features and one of the most characteristic features of the fishes. Now next one, the 6. The paired fins are found. Paired fins are found. Paired fin means, as you all know, fishes has the fin. With the help of fin, they can move in the water. So the number of fishes in each side will be similar to the other side. It means when you see the cyclostomate, as I have told you in previous video lecture, in cyclostomate the fishes like characters found in cyclostomate, but they do not possess the paired fin. So paired fin is the one of the most important characteristics of fishes, that is unique features of fishes that is found only in fishes. So fins that help to move in the water, that help to swim in the water, actually always found in paired in number. In each side the number of fishes are always equal, and that is important part of the unique features of the fishes. Now next one is the teeth of fishes are inwardly packed. When you open any kinds of fishes, open the mouth of any kinds of fishes, then the teeth are several, that is several teeth are present, and each teeth are actually inwardly placed. It means every object that moves unfortunately in the mouth of fishes hardly return back outside. It means the teeth are inwardly placed. Now next one, 8th one is the nictitating membrane. Nictitating membrane is found in fishes. What is nictitating membrane? Listen carefully. Nictitating membrane. Eyes of each fishes is protected by an envelope, and that envelope is called as nictitating membrane, and that is not only found in the fish. Actually it is a common features of birds, reptiles and all fishes. Amphibian also consist the nictitating membrane that help to prevent the external factors to the eye. It means that protect the eye. Some of the mammals also possess the nictitating membrane except human being. But the little amount of nictitating membrane found at the corner of each human being, as you clearly see your eye, then found a red color object at the corner of in your eye, that is actually nothing, that is actually the vestigial part of nictitating membrane, and that called the plica semilunaris. Plica semilunaris, and this plica semilunaris is the vestigial part of nictitating membrane. So which organs in your body is the vestigial form of nictitating membrane? That is plica semilunaris. That's why this evidence, that is presence of plica semilunaris, governs or states that your body is evolved from one of the any these kinds of organisms, either from the other mammals, amphibian, fishes, reptiles or birds. Now back to the next characteristic features of phylum Chordata, subphylum Vertebrata, group Gnathostomata, superclass Pisces. Fishes are actually poikilothermic in nature. Poikilothermic means cold-blooded animal. Cold-blooded animal. This is the characteristic features of animal. Cold-blooded doesn't mean their body and their blood are actually cold. Cold-blooded is actually concept of those organisms there in which the body temperature doesn't the body temperature change as per the change in environment. Suppose that this is an organism A and this is an organism B. Then the environment that in which the A and B live has 50 degrees centigrade, and suppose the temperature, body temperature of A is 50 degrees centigrade and also the temperature of B is 50 degrees centigrade, and this is another environment having the temperature is 0 degree centigrade, 10 degree centigrade, sorry, the 10 degree centigrade. Then what happen? Then put the A and B into the next environment having the temperature range is 10 degree centigrade. Then A and B. Then what happen? The body temperature of A will become 10 degree centigrade while the B remain as usual 50 degree centigrade. In this way, the A called poikilothermic and B called urothermic. Later I will be explain you. That is, they all are called warm blooded and A is called as cold blooded. So cold blooded doesn't mean the body temperature, the blood temperature is cold. That is, blood temperature is low. It means all those organisms in which the body temperature change as per the change in environment. And example, best example is fishes, amphibian and reptiles. Now next characteristic features, the two-chambered heart is found. Two-chambered heart is found. It means the blood circulatory system is closed type, heart is present and heart is two-chambered. As you have studied in class 10th, fishes possess two-chamber heart, that is atria and ventricle only. One atria and one ventricle only. Amphibian possess three-chambered heart. Reptiles possess also three-chambered heart except crocodile. Birds and mammals are actually having the four-chambered heart. Later I will be explain you. So the two-chambered heart is atria and ventricle. One atria and one ventricle. Now next is the respiratory system are well developed without lungs. That is, respiration occurs through gills. Now back to the next. That is actually they are helpful in, that is, fishes can move against the water current. That is, fishes have actually ability to, that is, actively moves against water current. Water current. So you should be in your mind, the fishes has ability to move against the water current. Water current means, suppose that this is the direction of water flow, then fishes can move against the direction of water flow. Now next is the excretory system. Excretion occurs through the nephridia and excretory substances is ammonia. Excretory substances is ammonia. It means all those organisms that excrete ammonia as excretory product called as ammonotelic animal. So the fishes are a monotelic animals. Now back to the reproductive system. Actually sexes are separate, so they perform the sexual reproduction, and the male and female reproductive system found in two different body parts. Fertilization is, listen, fertilization is external. Fertilization is external, except only the one group of organisms, one group of fishes that perform the internal type of fertilization. They are actually the cartilaginous fishes. In next video lecture I will explain you what is cartilaginous fishes, but keep in your mind most of the marine fishes are called as cartilaginous fishes. They are actually called as shark. Now next important things, there is a no place but here, the air bladder. So air bladder is actually one of the important things in fishes that help to provide the buoyancy. What is buoyancy? Buoyancy is the terms in which any object in water can flow without any activity. It means when you see the clearly the cut piece of any fishes, then there is a white colored air bladder can extracted from the slaughters from the body of the fishes. That a white color object is from the body of fishes is called as air bladder. That is already filled with air and help to provide the light weight of fishes and help to provide the buoyancy. In next video lecture I will explain you the different class of fishes.